Hello friends, today we will see valuation of closing stock on consignment when there is a normal loss. Right? See, we will see with one practical example. Take an example. Mr. A is a consignor. Mr. B consignee. Mr. A is sending the goods. What he is sending? Mr. A is sending the goods to Mr. B on consignment basis. This process is called consignment. Goods have been sent to Mr. B on consignment basis. Mr. B will sell in the local market. Right? Mr. A, the consignor, is sending the goods. Take an example from Hyderabad to Delhi. He is sending the goods from Hyderabad to Delhi. What is the cost of the goods he is sending? Mr. A is sending the cost of the goods. So we have taken the example 20,000 worth of the goods. 20,000 worth of the goods. Mr. A is sending the goods to Mr. B. Take an example, it is through the railway department. So, for sending the goods from Mr. A's place, that is a Hyderabad, to Delhi to Mr. B's premises, the consignor, this person, Mr. A, has incurred the expenditure of 4,000 rupees. 4,000 rupees incurred by Mr. A for sending the goods from Hyderabad to Delhi railway station. He has only dropped the goods at railway station of Delhi. Right. So 20,000 worth of the goods have been sent from Mr. A to Mr. B. For sending the goods, Mr. A has incurred 4,000 rupees. So 24,000 rupees is the cost of the goods at Delhi railway station. Right. From Delhi railway station to this local market, take an example, Lakshmi Nagar in Delhi. Mr. B's Godown is there in the Lakshmi Nagar, New Delhi. So, from Delhi railway station to Lakshmi Nagar, to transport the goods, freight charges incurred by the consignee is 3,000 rupees. As per our example, this is a 3,000 rupees he has incurred. Right? So, 20,000 worth of the goods have been sent. This is the amount of the goods from Hyderabad. Mr. A, consignor, has sent to Mr. B, who is a consignee, who is residing in Delhi. So 20,000 worth of the goods have been sent. For transporting the goods from Hyderabad to Delhi, Mr. A, consignor, has incurred 4,000 rupees for the transportation charges, that is for the freight charges. So goods have been received at Delhi railway station at a cost of 24,000. Why madam, why 24,000? And this is 20,000 worth of the goods have been sent from Hyderabad to Delhi. The transportation charges from Hyderabad to Delhi incurred is 4,000 rupees. So the cost at Delhi railway station is 24,000 rupees. From the Delhi railway station, this consignee has to get the goods to his godown. For this consignee is incurring 3,000 rupees as an expenditure. So totally to reach the goods at consignee's premises, 24,000 rupees is the expenditure from the consignor, and 3,000 rupees is the expenditure for the consignee. Right? So totally 27,000 rupees is the cost of the goods at which received, means the goods received at Delhi premises, that is a Lakshmi Nagar Godown. The cost is 27,000 rupees. Yes, you are getting my point? Right. While sending the goods, 20,000 worth of the goods number of units we sent is 1,000 units we sent. 1,000 units we sent from Hyderabad, Mr. A, consignor premises, to Delhi, Mr. B, to the consignee. But this is the process loss expected is 5%. Take an example, normal loss is 5%. What does it mean? Whatever the precaution you take, 5% of the goods you sent will be lost. 5% of the goods will be 5% of the goods will be lost. It means 5% is a normal loss. 1000 goods you sent, in this 5% is the normal loss. 5%, take an example. I'll write 100 units are the normal loss because I don't have calci with me. So 100 units are the normal loss. It means 1000 units have been sent from Delhi railway station, from Hyderabad to Delhi railway station, but in the transportation 100 units got lost. It means here we received how many units? 900 units only. Literally 900 units only we received. 100 units are the normal loss units. In this situation 900 units only we received. From year to year also 900 units only we received ultimately. For that the expenditure incurred is 27,000. So I can say cost per unit is total cost. How much we incurred? Total cost we incurred is 27,000. 27,000 is the cost we have incurred. How we got 27,000? I will write here. Total expenditure of consignor, this person, plus non-recurring expenditure. Non-recurring expenditure of consignee. Total expenditure, the cost of the goods plus the expenditure incurred for the transportation is a total expenditure of the consignor plus the consignee's non-recurring expenditure. Non-recurring expenditure is the total cost of the goods received at this premises. Is 27,000, that is 24 plus 3, 27,000. So 27,000 is the cost of the goods received at Delhi Lakshmi Nagar Godown. Right? Now come to the example here. Come to the answer question. Here what has happened? Goods sent 1000 units. 1000 units sent from Hyderabad consignor. The cost of the goods is 20,000 to Mr. B, who is doing the business in Delhi. So to the Mr. B, from Mr. A to Mr. B, goods have been sent to the railway station. The expenditure, whatever the expenditure incurred by Mr. A, total will be added to the cost of the goods received at Delhi. From Delhi railway station to the Godown, this is a non-recurring expenditure. Again and again we cannot transport the same goods from Delhi railway station to local market, that is a Godown. From railway station to Godown we cannot transport the same goods, right? Only one time we will take from the railway station to Godown. So this is a non-recurring expenditure. Non-recurring expenditure. Non-recurring expenditure. Only non-recurring expenditure of Mr. B, that is a consignee, has to be taken into consideration for the valuation of the stock. Again you can ask me, here Godown, there is a Godown, for this also we are paying rent, madam. Do we need to consider this rent for the calculation of stock? No. Rent is a recurring one. Month on month you will pay rent, but month on month you will not transport the same goods from railway station to your Godown. So that is a difference you need to understand. See, here you need to keep one thing in the mind. Whatever the expenditure is incurred by the consignor, that has to be taken completely. And the consignee, only non-recurring expenditure. Only non-recurring expenditure has to be taken for calculation or for valuation of the closing stock. Right? Totally how much we have received? We have received only 900 units. See, only 900 units we have received at Delhi Lakshmi Nagar. But the cost we incurred is 27,000 rupees. That is the 20,000 rupees is the cost of the goods plus transportation expenditure is incurred by the consignor is 4,000. If there is a insurance, then you take the insurance also. The total expenditure, whatever the expenditure incurred by the consignor, the total expenditure has to be taken into consideration. Right? Insurance also you take it. Again, you may get the doubt, madam, if Delhi railway station to Lakshmi Nagar, when we are transporting the goods, we may be taking the transportation, sorry, insurance for this premises also, for this transportation also. Do we need to consider that? You may get this doubt, but your answer is right. We need to take the expenditure of this one also. Why? If you are transporting the goods from year to year, from Delhi railway station to Lakshmi Nagar, Delhi, here you are taking the insurance. Again, this is a non-recurring expenditure. Non-recurring expenditure. It may be a freight charges, it may be a insurance charges. If this amount has to be taken into consideration, right? Totally, we got 27,000 rupees as a stock value, which is received at this premises, 900 for 900 units. So, what is the closing stock we have? Total units, how many units we have taken? Total units, 1000 units have been sent. From this, we are aware that normal loss is 100 units. Normal loss is 100 units. It means 900 units only good units. Good units, 900 units. For this, the expenditure we have incurred, expenditure, total expenditure of the consignor plus non-recurring expenditure of the consignee. That is, we got 27,000 rupees. What is the closing stock we have? Sold goods is 1,800 units. 900 units we sent. I'll show you here. 1,000 units transferred. 1,000 units transferred. 1,000 units transferred. Normal loss is 100 units. It means ultimately we received 900 units only at this premises, to the consignee premises. So received is this much. From this you remove sold goods. How many units we sold? We sold 800 units we sold. It means closing stock we have is 100 units. Right? So calculation of closing stock, I can say value of closing stock. Value of closing stock, we can say 27,000 rupees we have incurred for getting 900 units at this premises, to the consignee's premises. We have how many units closing stock? 100 units. Then what is the cost? You calculate it, you will get the answer. 9 ones are 9 threes are. So 3,000 rupees is the value of the closing stock you will be having at your premises. Right? Thank you.